Luke chapter 12 and verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Our next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless whether people hear or whether they forbear. All right, and this is going to be entitled, "The Word is Supposed to Cause Division." All right, this gospel is supposed to cause division. All right, that's the name of this. That's the title of this video. All right, and why is that? Because all right, the righteous and the just are separate. All right, and cannot mix. All right, good and evil. All right, darkness and light cannot mix. Okay, so the word is supposed to cause division, and I'm speaking spiritually. All right, speaking spiritually here. The righteous cannot sup with the wicked. All right, so let's get that again. St. Luke chapter 12 and verse 51. It says, "Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth." All right, Lord Yahushua speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. It says, "I tell you, nay, but rather division." All right, the Lord is coming to divide, all right, the just from the wicked. All right, this is St. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down, and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. All right, and what are those vessels going to be? Okay, those vessels are going to be the chariots. All right, that net, all right, that was cast into the sea, it gathered every kind. It gathered the elect, but then it also gathered 2/3. It gathered Christians and all different types of people. Why? Because many are called, but few are going to be chosen. All right, to remain and be brought to shore. Okay, few are going to be chosen to be, put into the vessel. All right, which is the chariot, the place of safety. All right. And then the rest that were called but didn't make the cut, they're going to be cast away, all right, into utter darkness. Okay, it says, "So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth." All right, that's when Yahushua comes at the end. All right, the end of this world. Okay, the beginning of the world of the righteous, but the end of this world, the end of Esau, Edom's rulership. All right, that's when those nuclear missiles are going to hit Babylon the Great and various parts of the earth. And what's going to happen? The elect is going to get beamed up, all right, to be brought into the vessel, into the place of safety. All right, the chariots. All right, and they're going to escape the nuclear fire. They're going to escape, all right, the plagues. All right. So continuing on, let's get 2 Corinthians. All right, chapter 6 and start at verse 14. It says, Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?" Okay, now of course you gotta, you have to deal with people of the world to a certain extent. All right, but for the most part, the only ones that you really are joined unto, the only ones that you really can, I would say can trust, but even then you got to be on your toes. All right, are those that are, a part of the hopeful elect as well. All right, those that are in this ministry doing the work, have they bearing fruit, proving themselves to be good brothers, good sisters. All right, and that's very, very few. Okay, but the people of the world, you can't trust them. All right, they'll turn on you. They'll turn you in to the governors. All right, to the kings and princes. Okay, all these things are going to come. They're going to be persecuting. All right, when that time of Jacob's trouble come, they're going to be the ones to persecute you. Those same people, even and especially people that call themselves Christians and Catholics. All right, because they're not ready All right, they're not ready for what's coming. All right, they're not telling them in these churches what's getting ready to happen. And most of your family, all right, your family, friends that call themselves Christians, call themselves Catholics or whatever, all right, they're gonna think that they're doing a good service when this devil brings persecution, all right, against the elect. All right, they're gonna be joined on into the beast system, all right, as they already are now. All right, they're joined unto the false prophet, and they're gonna come in that same spirit. All right, but continuing on, it says, "And what concord hath the Hamashiach, the anointed, with Belial?" All right, or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? Okay, so what part do you who follow the Hamashiach, meaning the Messiah, all right, the God of the Bible, okay, and his only begotten Son, what part do you have with the people that are idol worshipers, all right, that worship white Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the Hindu goddess Shiva? All right, what fellowship do you have with these people? Okay, it says, "And what agreement hath the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as Yahweh hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people." It says, "Wherefore, for this reason," all right, 2 Corinthians 6:17, "Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you." All right, so you can't be, all right, he says you got to be completely separate. See, Esau has made it to where, oh, we got to love and respect everything. We got to accept everything. The Lord said, "Come out from among them and be ye separate." All right, and I will accept you. Okay, touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. All right, that's the mindset you got to be in. The word holy, all right, the word holy means to be separate. All right, and the Lord, let's get this right quick. Psalms chapter 4. All right, the Lord, let's see, Psalms chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, "But know," all right, "but know that the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him." All right, so he said he set apart the man that is godly for himself. Okay, and how are you godly? By keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, through faith. Okay, that's what makes you godly. All right, walking in the ways of, all right, of the gods. Okay, which is the Elohim. All right, and the first Elohim, Yahweh Shai. Okay, it tells you, I think it's 1 John chapter 2. Let me see. All right, 1 John chapter 2 and Salakia. Let me take a look. Right. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 5. Okay, it says, "But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of the Most High perfected. And hereby know we that we are in him." It says, "He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked." Okay, Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, you say you abide in him. Okay, that you abide in Yahweh Shai, says that you are to walk himself also as he walked. All right, 1 John 2 and 6. So, what did he do? He kept the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly. All right, and us, we know that we're in a sinful flesh. It's not possible. Okay, but at the same time, the Lord has separated us to rehearse the righteous acts, to have good works. All right, to be out there on the highways and byways. Okay, also to be keeping his commandments. Okay, and that's really for all the Israelites. But, of course, our people, there's going to be 2/3 that are going to be destroyed according to prophecy. Let's get this right quick, though. Originally, it was for all the Israelites. Deuteronomy 7 and 6 says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God." Holy meaning separate. "The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth." All right, and right now we're not above. We're above spiritually. Okay, but, in carnal terms, all right, we're at the bottom. Okay, but the Lord is going to manifest, all right, our spiritual rising up is going to manifest into the physical. All right, when Yahushua comes and changes us from glory to glory. All right, and we're going to be, Lord's will, we are those men, all right, going to be, glorified, joint heirs of the kingdom with Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 14:2. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth." Let's get the definition on peculiar. All right. It says, let's see. It says strange or odd, unusual, strange, bizarre. Okay, we're strange or odd unto the people of the earth. All right, let's get a precept on that. 1 Peter chapter 4. Okay. It says, "For as much then," verse 1, "for as much then as Yahweh Shai has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live in the rest of his times in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High." So that's what makes us strange and peculiar. All right, no longer living according to the lust of the flesh, the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High. Okay, and what's the will of the Most High? That we keep the law, statutes, and commandments that everyone else is pretty much against. Okay, just the basic things that we can do. Not eating abominable foods. Okay, not celebrating the customs of the heathens. These things make us appear to be strange to the people of the world. Okay, it says, "For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles." All right, we're not in that anymore. Okay, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. All right. So we're peculiar, and because we're peculiar, different from the people of the world, okay, obedient to the Lord, the will of the Most High, all right, we're seen as peculiar, strange, odd, all right, and they find it strange that we run not with them, so they speak evil of us. It's part of the game, all right. But once again, that's a part of the calling of the Lord, all right. And as the Lord calls us, all right, those that are of the elect, Lord, will we be that number? He says that we are more excellent, all right, than the heathen. This is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 26. It says, "The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them." Okay, and that's Jake. All right, Jacob, the 2/3 of our people. All right, they were born to be more righteous. All right, they were born to be more righteous than their neighbors, all right, which are the heathen nations. But the way of the wicked, the way of Esau, has seduced them. Like, look at our people in Babylon the Great, following behind Esau, being gangsters and thugs, thieves, liars, scammers, all right, cheaters, boppers, boopers, tweakers, right? Okay, why? Because this place, America, Babylon the Great, this captivity has done a number on the minds of our people. All right, we're not in physical chains anymore, but we are still in mental chains, all right? And that's the reason why, okay? Because the way of the wicked has seduced the righteous that are more excellent than their neighbors. All right. As a matter of fact, let's get this right quick. And a guy, he commented, okay, talking about he commented on one of my videos, talking about, can I make it to the kingdom if I'm so-called white? Well, the question is, yes, you can, because it doesn't go off skin color. It goes off of your seed line. All right, and your seed line could go back to Jacob, regardless of what you look like. Look at, for example, Blake Griffin. All right, Blake Griffin is a so-called light-skinned Negro. All right, his father is a Haitian, which would be from the tribe of Levi, and his son is gonna look completely white, pretty much. All right, completely so-called white. All right, but his grandfather is a Haitian man, so he still goes back to Jacob. All right, and that's difficult for people to get. But here's the thing about that. See, regardless of what you look like, only the Israelites are gonna keep the commandments of the Lord. They're gonna be the only ones that have the spirit to do that. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter, and verse 34. It says, "Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel." Okay, thy name shall nowhere be found but in Israel. That's another thing. See, another guy came on the comment board making fun of the name of the Lord, right? Okay, but why? Because it tells you in Malachi, the 1st chapter, down at the bottom, that the name of the Lord is dreadful unto the heathen. All right, so they hate it. They can't stand it. They're not going to say it. Right? So I said, well, you're most likely an Edomite. Okay, not because he is a so-called white man, but because through the Spirit, that's how you know. All right, Edomite cannot learn righteousness. All right, and the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen. Okay, continuing on though, 2 Ezra 3:35 now. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. All right, so if you're not an Israelite, you're not going to have the Spirit on you to keep the commandments. Okay, that's according to prophecy. Galatians 6:16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be upon them and mercy, and upon the Israel of the Most High. Okay, and that's once again, in order before you can be, that's why it says, I believe in the book of Romans, can't remember exactly what chapter, but it says it's the Spirit that profiteth, the flesh profiteth nothing. All right, just because you're of the seed of Jacob doesn't necessarily mean that you're of Israel the Most High. But in order to be a spiritual Israelite, you have to first be of that seed line. Okay, because He's going to pour out His Spirit upon the seed line. Okay, upon the generations. All right, the descendants of Jacob. Okay, and then you out of the descendants of Jacob, the Lord is going to pour out His Spirit upon certain ones, and you're going to have what's known as the remnant or the elect. All right, which we always go into, and we are of the hopeful elect. But continuing on, all right, 1 Peter chapter 1, okay, and I'm going to start at verse 15. Okay, it says, but as He which hath called you is holy, all right, as He which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation. All right, you go into the Greek word, okay, conversation, that it was translated from, that word is anastrophe. It means conduct or manner of life. So the one who called you, all right, which is Yahushua, He's holy, He's separate. All right, it says, so be ye holy also in all manner of life, all manner of conversation, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. Okay, all right, that's what Lord Yahushua wants us to be. And once again, Esau, through his false prophet, all right, the Roman Catholic Church and Christianity, all right, what has he done? Okay, Esau has put no difference, all right, between the holy and the unholy, all right, between the profane and the righteous. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 23. All right, it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto her, thou art the land that is not cleansed, nor rained upon in the day of indignation. Okay, now this is speaking of Jacob. Okay, but why? Because 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. They follow behind the ways of Esau. All right, it says, there is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured souls, they have taken the treasure and precious things, they have made her many widows in the midst thereof. All right, and that's these false prophets out here. All right, a lot of Israelites, okay, that are saying all nations are going to be saved, that are saying that the Lord loves everybody, all right, that the law is done away with. Okay, mostly Christians do that, but you have a lot of Christians who are from the seed of Jacob. Okay, they're physically Israelites, but spiritually they're idol worshipers, because they're worshiping white Jesus. All right, who is only loosely based off the God, the Son, the God, the Heavenly Father's Son that's written up in the Bible. He's only loosely based off of Him. All right, white Jesus stands for something completely different. They changed the name. His name was never Jesus. All right, they changed the image. All right, He was never an Edomite. All right, He was never portrayed or never looked like Caesar Bourgeois. Okay, they changed what He stood for. All right, the God of the Bible. All right, His Son came to do the will of His Father. All right, which was to get Israel, all right, back to be reconciled back with the Heavenly Father, and to keep the law, statutes, and commandments through faith. Okay, and to cover them, for the places where they fell short. All right, the God of Christianity. Okay, he came to save the whole world. Which, what does the whole world need saving for? All right, Esau's already in his kingdom. The heathen nations are in cahoots with Esau, and they're enjoying the benefits of being confederate with Esau, with the wicked. All right, it's the Israelites that need saving. We're the ones that are at the bottom. We're the ones in poverty. We're the ones living check to check. Okay, we're the ones that have went into slavery and are still in captivity yet until this day. All right, as it says in Baruch 3:8. So, are those Israelites, the physical Israelites, but they're teaching false doctrine. All right, what are they doing? They're devouring souls, and what are they doing it for? They're doing it for filthy lucre's sake. Okay, a lot of them are paid off. We got the 501c3 charter from the government. All right, from the so-called white man and his beast system. All right, it says, okay, Ezekiel 22 and verse 26, her priests, all right, have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean. Yeah, you can eat pork. It's all good. The Lord came back so we could do whatever we want to do. All right, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them. We don't need to celebrate the Passover. We got Easter. All right, it's okay. You can celebrate Christmas. When Jeremiah the 10th chapter tells you not to put a tree in your house and decorate it and deck it with silver and with gold. All right, but what do? They deck the halls with folly. Okay, why? Because they feel justified. All right, they feel justified behind that one tree in the midst. Quoting Isaiah the 66th chapter. All right, they feel justified, and that one tree represents that false pastor. Okay, because people are likened unto trees. Some bring forth good fruit, some bring forth evil fruit. All right, so they feel justified in doing these wicked acts because that lying-ass church pastor is telling them that it's all good, the false prophet. All right, these are the princes that we're prophesying against. All right, these are the priests of our people, the wicked. All right, the wicked 2/3 priest, though. Okay, and then you have the righteous. All right, the pastors that the men, it's like the pastors that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai set up. All right, to come and fill you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, as it says in Jeremiah 3 and 15. But continuing on, okay, Ezekiel 22 and 27, it says, her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves ravening the prey, to shed blood and to destroy souls, to get dishonest gain. All right, ain't teaching the fear of the Lord. All right, don't tell you that sin is a transgression of the law. Why? Because if they tell you that you can't do certain things, you ain't gonna put money in that collection plate. All right, but what's it gonna lead to? It's gonna lead to your death. It's gonna lead to you being deleted. All right, because the Lord is not coming to save black people. He's not coming to save Latinos. He's not coming to save Native Americans. He's coming to save the Israel of the Most High, those that keep His commandments. All right, and I'm gonna close out with this. Let's get the addition to Esther. All right. Once again, see, this word causes division. Okay. Addition to Esther, chapter 10. Okay. And verse 9. Okay, it says, and my nation is this Israel, which cried to the Most High and were saved. For the Lord hath saved His people, and the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils. And the Most High Yahweh hath wrought signs and great wonders which have not been done among the Gentiles. All right, like going back to Moses, okay, when he delivered us from ancient Egypt. Now it's going to be even better and more miraculous this time here in spiritual Egypt. All right, it says in Jeremiah the 16th chapter, all right, that it's going to be something that overshadows the ancient Egyptian Exodus. Okay, continuing on, all right, it says, addition to Esther 10 and 10, it says, therefore hath he made two lots, one for the people of the Most High and another for all the Gentiles. Okay, boom. All right, so that's it. Two lots, one for the Israel of God, and then one for all the heathen nations, Esau, Moab, Ammon, okay, Ishmael. All right, they all have a completely different lot than Jacob. Even the 2/3. All right, the 2/3, they're going to receive, the same judgment or punishment here on this side as Esau, Edom. They're going to be burnt in a lake of fire. All right, so anyways, once again, this word, all right, is here to cause division, to sever the righteous from the wicked, all right, the just from the unjust. It's supposed to cause division. You got people talking about, this is why I don't believe in the Bible. Now, you don't believe in the Bible because you a wicked ass nigga and the Lord's going to destroy you. That's why you don't believe in the Bible. All right, you don't want to come to the light because you know your deeds are evil. All right, but anyways, I'm going to close out with that. Lord's will is edifying. All praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith. regardless whether people hear or whether they forbear. Until next time.